Hi guys, welcome to the channel. I am Martin. This is Lego Fan UK. Now today I am starting off a new series on my channel. This is going to be called Meet the Creators. And it's going to be a Monday video, and we're going to be talking to some YouTubers. We're going to ask some questions and get some really good answers, hopefully. The first one is coming up now, so check it out, and I'll see you in a few. Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Martin. This is Lego Fan UK. Welcome to my first ever Monday Meet the Creators with YouTubers. Today I've got someone, you may well know who he is. He's been on my channel. I've been on his channel. We've been speaking for almost a year now. Get on really well, do some awesome live streaming. You may know him. His name is Cory, and he is from AandAHobbies.
What's up, Martin? Thanks for having me.
Hello, mate. How you doing? You all right?
I'm honored and privileged to be here.
This should be good. We've had a few nice questions. As it is, obviously, last week I put out a video to get some questions and answers for some subscribers. As I know you really well, we do loads of stuff, have a right laugh. I thought, best thing, get you answering some questions first. There may be some sticky ones in there. There may be some just normal ones, so it'd be interesting to see what happens.
I look forward to the challenge.
So where should we start?
It's up to you. You're the quarterback on this team. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go for it. I'm going to start at the top with some of the comments. So the first comment we got is from Solo Brick Builder, and he says, good idea, and he wants to ask you, is there a Lego set that you've seen so much you wanted to smash it?
Lego set that I've seen so much that I've wanted to smash it. Not a Lego set per se. I haven't been in Lego long enough to be annoyed by any remakes or re-releases of sets yet. So, and I love every single theme. I try not to love every single theme, but it turns out I do love every single theme. But after getting those fake sets that I got way back when I first started, and then learning the difference between the quality and why we pay more for Lego, it made me just want to take those fake sets and smash them to bits, which I did in a very dramatic way. And I have a couple more that I want to smash, but for actual Lego sets, not as of yet.
Not yet.
Maybe for a couple of years, maybe.
Be interesting to see if you do a proper smash one on, like I say, on an actual Lego set. So that's actually a really good answer. I like that. That's cool. That's Solo's question there. We got one which is a little bit more personal. This is from our good friend over in New Zealand, Brickman 179. He says, how did you meet your wife?
How did I meet my wife? So you go onto this website, mailorderbrides.com. You search, you basically mock up. It's like creating a sig fig. You hit the order button, and 6 to 8 weeks later.
Does that come from China? Is that?
No, in all seriousness, I met my wife through my. You know, you get one friend in your life that you would consider blood. I have that one friend in my life that I would consider my blood brother. I'd do anything for him. And just so happens the woman he married is best friends with the woman I married. And it was those two kind of getting together saying, hey, I met this fella. Why don't you come down and meet this fella? And let's see if we could all be this cohesive unit. And it turned out really well because they ended up getting married and they're parents now. And we ended up getting married and we're parents now. And we're still all friends and super close, and it really just makes us like immediate family. And it was just meant to happen.
Worked well.
My mail order bride hasn't come in yet.
I hope it's not a Lepin one, because it just just like, oh no, send it back. $100, not too bad, is it? Good question, Brickman. Really good, that one. Right, we've got from Lego Instructions for you next. He says, are you going to do any MOCs or MOCs in the future?
Oh, my first ever mock besides the stands that I build was on Solo Brick Builder's stream. His contest, Are You Mocking Me? So that was the first attempt at kind of being under the gun, pressure. Here's a set that's supposed to be this, try to build something different and unique from it. And I think I did fairly well. It really gave me the itch. Anybody knows that I'm been talking about getting the Hogwarts castle and having all those pieces and having every other Harry Potter set, because I have to have everything is just giving me a lot of pieces that kind of would work together. And I do have a plan to one day rip all those pieces down into whatever it's going to be, 9,000, 10,000 pieces once you add them all up, and build a giant castle, whether it's Harry Potter or just a castle, I don't know yet, but something that's mine and unique, and all the pieces would work together. And Deathstar Productions has been on me about building a city. So a city is something that I want to do, but it's going to take some time because I need to accumulate stuff for a city over time. So I still have a life after the fact. And I think once I get into the city, I'm going to be doing a lot more mocking with altering buildings and changing buildings. Now that the Sesame Street's coming out, I think that may be the first set that I buy towards the city.
Yeah.
So there's definitely some mocking coming up in the future. It's just a matter of getting there at the right pace, because otherwise it would just cost way too much.
That's it. But that'd be really good. So I can't wait to see how that turns out. Like say you've done your first mock on solos. Are you mocking me? It looked really good. A little turret.
I got beat by a better mock though.
Yeah.
I got beat by a better mock.
I know that was.
No, mocking's like really cool, but again, something like that contest, you're kind of have a timeline, right? You're go, and then you got to be done. Whereas I would really like the openness to just be able to fiddle and redo and change and
just take your time on it, isn't it? Just do what you need to do and take your time.
You get halfway up the wall and you realize you need a clip in the middle of it.
Yeah. Cool. So that was a good question as well. We've got another one from our good friend Deathstar Productions. That's the next one I'm going to ask you. Let's get to the question there. You've already asked, you've kind of answered a little bit of it. So the first question he's asked is what's holding you back from starting a city? And you kind of answered that already with, having the pieces available to be able to do what you want.
Yeah.
So you've kind of answered that one. So, and he said,
what does Lego make cheaper? If Lego makes them cheaper, I can get into it faster.
That would be nice. Yeah. They won't do that anyway. What does your setup consist of, and how do you make it all happen? And why did you start your YouTube channel?
Okay, well, we'll start at the beginning. I started my YouTube channel because I got into Lego. It just hit me full force like a tidal wave, and I got addicted hard. So once I got into that, it was basically like sitting here by myself. I didn't really have anybody else to build it with, and I wanted to explore. And at the time, I was watching a lot of Lego YouTubers, and that was kind of my connection between Lego and other people, was by bringing other people's YouTube channels into my life. So that's where it just rolled, and thought, let me get out there and try this. Let's see if we can expand the community, if I can get more like-minded people into my life to help enjoy this hobby with me. So that's why I started my YouTube channel, was for exposure and to help bring good people into my life. My setup consists of my basement. You've probably seen it with me rearranging it 500 times. But as for cameras, I have a Hero GoPro 7, which is what I do all my vlogging and kind of shots around. And I also have my iPhone X, which I do some filming with. I have my iMac computer, which is the camera that you're seeing through right now. Those are my three main cameras. I have this microphone. I don't know if that messes up the audio when I do that.
That's right. A little bit
loud. I have another microphone here, which goes on my phone to kind of increase the audio on my phone. And that's basically it. I'm currently using iMovie for editing, and I'm starting to think about purchasing a different software because iMovie I'm starting to outgrow iMovie, I feel, and I want to do more, which iMovie is holding me back from. So I'm getting to that point. And I have some softbox lights, which are right there. I'm not going to show them too much. And I have two of them just to kind of light the dingy basement. And that's it. That's what I'm working with. And
so that's a good setup. It's like, you've all got to start somewhere, haven't you? So I think you probably started with a low-res camera. You then have to get something else, get some lighting. Lighting is obviously really important. My lighting is absolutely terrible. at times.
In a dungeon. I'm grateful for the space that I have.
Yeah, you've got a lot of space. I'd love to have that much.
And my family is kind of conceded to the fact that it's my space now too.
Have they got a lock on the outside of the doors when you go down, and they just?
I bought a tiger. The tiger guards the stairway and only lets me pass.
That's why it's so expensive, isn't it? To do a Lego hobby, it's just feeding that tiger.
Yeah. So I started like my first video. I started with my old phone. Just sitting there with my phone in front of my face, right? And then a little piece here and a little piece there and a little piece here and a little piece there. And again, there'll be another piece tomorrow and in a month from now and in a year from now, things will all be different and growing.
It's baby steps, isn't it?
It is.
Learn the process and then just improve and keep improving.
And that's the thing. Never stop growing.
The main thing. Yeah. And then so that leads me to Cabbage Face Legos. He has the same question with your camera and mic, so you've already shown that. So thank you for that one, Cabbage Face. Now we've got Brick McBricksworth. He's quite a new YouTuber. I've been speaking to him quite recently. And one of the questions he's asked is, it would be nice to know what methods you use to get your name out there.
Method I use, I bribed people.
Cash or Lego?
Whatever they wanted. No, I was lucky. I had a little bit of a presence on YouTube before I started my own channel. So I used that little bit of a presence to kind of get a boost. And then from that point, it was all about just reaching out to people. Like when Martin and I started talking, it was just about reaching out and looking for the connection. As a lot of people know, I talk a lot with Jazz from Brick Toys, and it was the same thing. I jumped on one of his streams, started in the chat, and then it just took off from there. And that's what it is. I join other people's live streams. I watch other people's videos. I comment on their videos. I let them know that I'm here. I want to be part of the community. I support you. Let's support each other. Let's do this together. And honestly, over the last 8 months, we have started to grow a pretty good community with a lot of really, really good people. And we're all really getting to know each other. And it's a group of people that ranges from young, old, all over the world, male, female. It's just a really good thing. Like the diversity and the fact that we are all united with this common love, and it helps us learn who we are outside of it, is truly, truly what has driven me to that. And it snowballs because I'm so attracted to that kind of exposure and connecting with people. I just make me want to do it more. And then you get on somebody else's stream and then you meet somebody new and you start talking to them. Like I just started talking with a brother from another brick a lot, and it's great talking with him. And again, I would never have met these people or the person that you see sitting beside me without YouTube. And it's just about putting in the work and getting out there.
Yeah, definitely. I say it's all about presence, isn't it? And chatting to people, basically. Yeah. Even if it's just a chat, just like I think I'll probably just message you or you'll message me going, "Hello, how you doing?" And we'll just sort of talk from there. And yeah, it's a good laugh as well, isn't it? And like I say, it's weird because this time last year I was probably about to get to it, and I wouldn't even bothered I wouldn't even think I'd be here doing this, and it's brilliant.
It's like a snowball. Just starts gaining speed.
Yeah,
gaining speed and mass as it goes downhill.
So that's really good. And another question he has asked is also streaming help the channel and much more pre-recorded.
I think you have to find a balance between them both. With the channel, as Martin and a lot of other people will tell you, streaming is going to help you get your hours. And I really like streaming because there's no hiding behind editing. There's no retakes and redos. You're getting what you're getting. This is me. If I mess up, if I say something wrong, it is what it is. If you get flustered doing a Lego set because you missed a piece, it is what it is. And that rawness is what I really like, because it really lets people know who you are, as an actual person. There's no hiding there. But you also do have to develop your own style of video and your own way of doing content and be unique in a market that's extremely, extremely saturated right now. and probably will be for a very long time. So you really have to find the balance between the two, because people are going to look to your videos as well as your live streams. But I think both of them and doing them both really helps the channel in every way that it could. Live streaming is going to help you get your hours. That's for sure.
And it helps you get more of a connection with people, doesn't it, as well?
Yeah.
Because
You're
you can
talking
talk
to
to
them
them
in
in
real
the chat.
time, right?
Yeah.
Instead of just comments. And yeah. So
That's a brilliant question, brilliant answer. Right, we've got someone that we absolutely adore. She's always in every stream, every video. Elaine Park, love her to bits. And she's asked you, what made you rediscover Lego?
my wife made me rediscover Lego by buying me a Lego set last Christmas. It was the 20th anniversary dropship.
Yeah.
Put it together. And I think, honestly, what it really was previously when I had gone to Disney, we go to Disney World every couple of years.
Yeah.
I had said to my mother, because we go down there as a family, man, I really just want to get into starting to collect something. Like I just want to, start collecting something.
Yeah.
And I bought these packs of Star Wars collectible figures. They're hard plastic and they're just basically that. Put them on a shelf and look at them. And I got 2 packs of those and I thought, okay, this is going to be the beginning of me collecting this kind of stuff. And then Christmas came because we were there in October. Christmas came. I got the Christmas present. It was a Lego set and it had the 20th anniversary. Which one was in the dropship? Darth Vader, I believe. So as soon as I got that, and I saw on the back of the box that you could get them all, I was like, I need them all. So then I went out and I started collecting all those to get the 20th anniversary minifigures. And it just snowballed from there. Like it just got out of hand. And I need more Lego. I need more Lego. I just want to build Lego every single night. And the sets got bigger and then they got bigger and then they got bigger. And my first ever 1,000-piece set, over 1,000-piece set was the 20th anniversary Slave One. Yeah. When I built that, there was no going back. So it was definitely my wife's fault.
So technically she can't moan at you buying Lego because, let's say, she started the habit. I mean, not the habit, I mean the fun of collecting.
I remind her every time I bring home a set, you did this.
You did this for me. Bless her. But it keeps you quiet though, doesn't it? Like I say, you could be doing a lot worse. You could be going and getting drunk. You could be doing other stuff which I won't mention. It's, you've got something you enjoy. Yeah. Yeah. And then when your son gets a little bit older as well, you probably end up saying, right, come in the video, start doing this. And
my son plays with Lego every single day. My daughter tinkles with it here and there, but my son plays with Lego every day. Yeah. Doesn't keep anything together, but he builds stuff out of Lego every day, which it's going to be fun. The future is bright. Yeah,
we'll see if there's another channel that gets linked in the future. So keep an eye out for that one. So that was a good question as well. Brickbat has asked a question we've kind of already answered about streams on PC with face cam. So we've already covered all of that. So hopefully Brickbat, that will answer your question.
Yeah, quickly for Brickbat. Like this, what you're seeing right now is my onboard webcam through my iMac computer. So my iMac is a fairly new one. I got it at the beginning of the year. But this is it, like 1080p.
It's got a good camera on it.
Yeah, 1080p camera, but the microphone on the iMac's not too good, so that's why I got this microphone.
Right, we've got one from Lego Dad UK next, and his main question is, he says it might be an easy question, it might not be. What do you like about Lego?
What do I like about Lego? So many things. And it's doing so many more things that I never would have thought that I liked about Lego. But my initial thing about Lego is I get satisfaction. Like I said, I'm in construction, so it brings me great satisfaction to go into a project to raw, basically, and watch it take shape, and then walk away when it's something completely different and finished and what somebody wanted. For example, starting with a wooded lot and going in and clearing all the trees and then digging for the house, and then the house gets framed and built, and then you go in and regrade it, landscape, right? And then it turns into this dream home for somebody. Lego's a lot like that for me. It's satisfying to see this big pile of what looks like nothing, little bits of plastic, And just by putting them together in a certain order, in a certain way, you make this structure. And that structure is so satisfying to see that come through, like this thing right here.
Yep.
That watching that just take shape, and little pieces of plastic make that. The engineering involved is incredible. And also the community, again, going back to the people, like when you love Lego and somebody else loves Lego, you automatically have something in common.
Yeah.
And that'll open up the doors to kind of making you connect on other aspects, and finding out that, oh, maybe you're both parents, or, maybe you both work in the same job, and it's been, everything about Lego is great.
Yeah.
But the engineering is remarkable, and the fact that it's just so satisfying to build for me.
Oh, definitely.
Therapeutic.
Definitely. Like you say, that just nothingness, and then it's all of a sudden, how did I make that out of that?
Yeah.
It's absolutely brilliant. So that's another really good question. I think we've still got a couple more questions, I think, to go. Right, we've got one from a YouTuber that's really good. They do a lot of speed builds, really fun ones. This one is from Our Lego Life. And their one question they want to ask is, they want to see how you store your Lego parts off screen, and if there's any recommendations to how you'd save any space.
Okay. I'm going to go get something then. I'll be right back. How I store my Lego off screen. That's a great question. Now, keep in mind, I don't have a lot of bulk Lego. Most of my stuff's on sets, which is all on shelves, and then I flatten my boxes and I stack them and get them out of the way, and that's how I kind of save on space. But when it comes to little parts, and nothing is organized, so don't be ripping on me. This is a project for the future, but I have one of these little tooly thingies here, which just has these little drawers in it, and one day I hope to have a bunch of these that hold all these little parts, and they're all organized, but as stands right now, they're not. And then I do have these little drawers from IKEA that kind of slide into some shelves that I just have a bunch of bulk and stuff. And at one point, these were all organized into color, but as you can see, my kids get at them because they just sit over there on the floor, and it's easy for them to pull them out, dump them on the floor and go, and then they end up looking like this. So I just gave up on it for right now. One day I hope to have things like that over a whole section or a wall and be able to kind of pull them, because when you're getting into MOCs, you really need stuff sorted out. And then I also use these plastic bins for like poly bags that I'm no intention on opening. I got some foil packs that I got from a very good friend of mine in there. And then I just tuck them off into the corner and let them be.
Yeah, so that's good. Good question again.
And spider running across my floor right now. I'm gonna leave this up to you whether you're gonna keep this in.
If you carry the brick away, that'd be awesome.
Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Okay.
How did he get past the tiger? That's what I want to know.
Spider averted. Mocking and stuff, I'm very much unorganized. Like, I like to be organized. So once I get into mocking, I will definitely have a whole wall of shelf systems, and that's how I'm going to keep all my bulk Lego and all my pieces.
It would be good to see a video. I'm sure you'll do a video once you've got that up to say, this is how I'm going to store it. This is what I do, because it's very...
I'm going to make videos from the start to the finish to say, this is what I'm going from, this is what we're turning it into, and even more so just from me, so I can reference the journey later in time. So it's
really quite good, isn't it? Because with doing all this like videoing on YouTube and putting things on, it's creating a journey for yourself and with other people without you even realizing you're doing it. Because and you look back and you go, God, I've done that a year ago, or I've done that 2 years ago. So it's really cool. It's just me.
Even if nobody else, they're there for us.
Right? You might have some grey hair in 10 years' time. I might be completely bald. And we might still be on here.
I'm exactly the same, man. And just videos are never going anywhere. 10 years from now, you can go back and go, wow, that's where it all started.
Yeah, look at the state of me back then.
Strapping young lad.
But it's a really good question, and it's quite cool how we've discovered what your sort of future plans are without you even really sort of mentioning too much. We've got one last question, I believe. Yeah, we've got one last question, and it's from the man himself, Jazz. It's from Bricks Toys, and it is, when will you, Cory, visit the UK?
That is a question I would love to be able to answer, but nobody knows when that's even going to be an option right now. I will get to the UK as soon as I can. And hopefully the things with the world clear up, everything gets back on track, and we're able to travel around again and see other parts of the world again.
Yeah.
Hopefully that day is coming soon, but for now it's not an option. And thankfully we can still connect and keep together through messages and streams and YouTube. So, but one day you're going to make it here and I'm going to make it there.
Yeah,
There'll be a building across the pond episode from
yeah.
the same spot.
We're building not across the pond.
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of space here. I think you might fit here, all right?
Yeah, not sure when that day will come, but it will come for sure.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it's a really good one to end with as well. So that is our Q&A with Cory at AandAHobbies. If you've not been to his channel, why not? Go check it out. There's going to be a link in the description, so make sure you go across to there. If you're not subbed, sub to Cory. And yeah, just join us with our live builds. We do live builds, building across the pond every Sunday at 7:30 GMT and 2:30 Eastern time. Be awesome to see along. We have such a laugh, and this interview's been, well, I wouldn't really call it an interview, it's just a chat really, isn't it? And just helping get some of these questions out to you. And as normal, I don't think we can ever be completely serious.
Yeah, which is fine, because that makes us. No, it was an honor, a pleasure being here. I want to thank everybody who took the time to ask me some questions. I don't mind answering them. And again, if you want to reach out, connect with me on Instagram, follow Lego Fan UK, follow me on Instagram. Our names are the same as what you see right there on the screen. Send me a DM, say hi, say what's up, tell me what the latest Lego set you got. I love talking to everybody, and I do the very best I can to say hi back to anybody that takes the time to say hi to me. Yeah. Because that's what it's all about. So thanks again, Martin, for having me on. Good luck with the series. I think it's going to do great. I cannot wait to see other YouTubers come up and get some questions.
We'll see who we've got next. I do not know yet. So might do a video out for that. So we'll have a look, see what goes on. But it's been really good talking to you. I mean, I talk to you all the time, but it's been really nice being able to ask these questions that the guys have got for you. And like I say, it's been fun. It's 27 minutes. So I'm probably not even going to edit this, to tell you the truth. Leave it play through. No, I'm going to let it go as it is. I don't think
let it go. Spider incident.
Because then people see us as we are, rather than me sort of editing, chopping things out. I don't think there's anything too drastic that we messed up or that I messed up. So
YouTube will let you know.
Yeah, we'll leave it as that.
All right, Martin. Thanks. Brilliant. Thanks everybody watching.
And I'll see you very soon again. Thank you guys. Take care. See you soon.
Bye. Bye.